Welcome back, you're watching 9 News. Moving on to Asian news. China's expected future leader Xi Jinping said Japan's purchase of the disputed islands was a farce, and he called the United States to not get involved with the issue. China Vice President Xi Jinping has not been publishing any public statements. After disappearing from the public for 2 weeks without explanation, Mr. Xi appeared again with an official meeting with US Defense Secretary Leon Panetta in Beijing on Wednesday. Mr. Xi had elaborated on China's solemn position on the Diaoyu Islands issue and commented Japan's so-called purchase of the islands was a farce, intensifying territorial disputes with its neighbours. Panetta, on the other hand, reassured Beijing that his country's strategic shift towards the Pacific was not an attempt to curb Chinese power, but to promote peace and make sure that no dispute or misunderstanding escalates into unwanted tensions or a conflict. Mr. Xi called Japan to stop their wrongful behaviour and stop undermining Chinese sovereignty. Security has been increased at France's interest abroad after a French satirical magazine published obscene cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. Following a movie that desecrated the Muslim prophets, which triggered a massive wave of anti-American protests in the Islamic world, a French comic magazine published offensive cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. The Muslim groups in France have unleashed their strong dissatisfaction. In order to avoid repeating the plight of the US embassy under attack, French embassies have increased their security measures to prevent attacks. French governments will be closing the schools, French embassies, consulates and cultural centres in some 20 countries for the next few days. The cartoons were published on the French satirical weekly magazine, Charlie Hebdo. Editor Trapp rejected criticism that he was inciting violence and defended his magazine's decision to publish the cartoons. Rector of the Paris Grand Mosque said the cartoons were disgraceful and hateful, useless and stupid provocation. Muslim leaders called on the Muslims in France to remain calm. 30 people have died last week due to violent protests over the release of an anti-Islamic video on YouTube. A passenger bus encountered a suicide bomb attack in Pakistan on Wednesday. At least 9 people were killed and over 20 were wounded. Police said the bomb was installed in a parked car and was detonated by remote control. Police officials said they suspected it was meant to target a vehicle carrying Pakistani Air Force officials, as it was detonated while the van and Air Force were driving through the area. Pedestrians and shoppers near the explosion were also killed and injured, with 3 officers among the more than 20 people injured in the blast. Police officials said the bomb contained 66 to 88 pounds of explosives, ball bearings and artillery shells. Until now, no groups have admitted the conduct of the attack, and authorities were still investigating the motive behind. A suicide bomb also happened earlier this month, which killed 2 and injured 19 in Peshawar. Now moving on to sports news. Valerie Adams finally received her Olympic shot put gold medal at a glittering ceremony in her hometown of Auckland.
The official London Olympic shot put winner came home to a hero's welcome and received all the accolades she deserved from thousands of ecstatic fans. Adams finishing second at the Games shocked everyone, but then her opponent tested positive for a banned substance, which really came as no surprise. After the Belarusian was banned, Adams was elevated to her rightful position as number 1. The medal ceremony was held at the Cloud on Wednesday night, where Governor-General Sir Jerry Mateparae placed the gold medal on her neck in front of 2,500 cheering supporters. Adams was humble in her gratitude to everyone and was clearly relieved. Fireworks exploded above the Waitemata Harbour after the ceremony, with a simultaneous fireworks display in Wellington. The gold medalist spent a generous amount of time posing for photos and signing autographs, while a number of fans went on to enjoy a party.
Manchester United made hard work of their fortunate win over stubborn Galatasaray team in the first round of the Champions League.
Michael Carrick scored in the 7th minute to give United the early lead, but Galatasaray held their nerve and forced United to struggle for the rest of the game. The Red Devils looked far the better team on paper, but never lived up to their billing. United squandered numerous opportunities, and the worst was when Manani missed a penalty, and the Turkish side twice hit the woodwork. With Nani failing from the spot, it was the third game in a row that United have missed a penalty. Robin van Persie's missed against Southampton, and Javier Hernandez failed to convert a penalty against Wigan over the weekend. Coach Alex Ferguson couldn't explain this, but was both relieved and pleased to have got the points. United play CFR Cluj on the 2nd of October in the next round.
The Waikato Chiefs have resigned firstly for the next season's Super Rugby title defence in the face of stiff opposition as reward for his efforts during the season.
The 24-year-old player did not have enough game time after making his debut with the Waikato franchise in the Super 15 Championship in 2011 and failed to make the starting 22 in 2012. But Chiefs coach Dave Rennie gave Lee clear instructions as to what was expected of him in the ITM Cup. Through hard work and improved fitness, Lee has delivered and has now been rewarded with a contract. Lee continues to impress in the ITM Cup before breaking his arm against the Bay of Plenty in Week 5. The number 8 is obviously excited to be rejoining the Chiefs and to attend to unfinished business.
Now moving on to Happy Diner, introducing and reviewing favourite restaurants in Auckland.
Firstly, add prepared marinated beef into the wok, then fry it until fragrant. Then saute butter and black pepper until golden brown. Stir in garlic, beef and seasonings. The garlic will combine with spicy black pepper, while the black pepper can refine the taste of garlic.
This garlic black pepper beef rice is quite different from our normal black pepper beef rice. The garlic black pepper beef rice is more black pepper, so it's full of the pepper flavor. However, the garlic will bring the taste to a higher level, as garlic can bring out the fresh taste of beef.
In addition to garlic black pepper beef rice, you can also find bacon-wrapped shrimp barbecue and grilled quail. You can rarely find them in other stores. Bacon-wrapped shrimp is bacon-wrapped fresh tiger shrimps in a skewer. The cooking method is simple. The goal is to keep the fresh taste of the shrimp. Grilled quail practice is very complex, however. Firstly, the quail is marinated in master stock and then put into a pan to fry until it turns golden color. At the end, couple with teriyaki barbecue sauce.
在这个鹌鹑入口时的口感呢是有一些偏甜，因为它上面裹了一层这个酱。
The quail is a little sweet as its exterior is surrounded with teriyaki barbecue sauce, and the taste of quail is different from chicken meat and duck meat. The chicken and duck meat are fat, but the meat of quail is rather lean.
因为在国内我们都会见过所有烤鹌鹑，但是
We have seen barbecue quail in China, but the size is very small. New Zealand quails are way bigger, and other restaurants don't cook quails the way we do.
Apart from all kinds of snacks, there are also a variety of special cocktails and drinks to select from.